So with our growing dome arriving in the spring, we wanted to do some planning beforehand with where the greenhouse is actually going to go. And this is some of the stuff that we need for the permitting process anyways. The first place that we were considering was in front of the school. This is a really wide open space, and one of the benefits of this space is that the south side is completely open to the sun. So this greenhouse would get a lot of sun during the day. And the added benefit is that the north side is sheltered by the school itself. Now, one of the downsides of this is that putting a greenhouse in front of the school would drastically alter the look of the building, and we had some other options. So we wanted to consider these other options first as well. On the west side of the school is this amazing space where we have picnic tables, apple trees, and this is where we initially imagined the greenhouse going. We thought that this space would be a hub for students to gather and be surrounded by all of these sustainable projects. Now, the downside of this space is that it is on the west side of the building, and upon kind of further evaluation, when the sun comes up, we don't get that morning sun, which is so important to a passive solar greenhouse. It isn't until like 10 or 11 o'clock in the afternoon when that sun actually hits the greenhouse itself. And so this location was a no-go if we wanted it to be a passive greenhouse, which we do. So we were looking for a space that was both accessible and also would get that morning sun that is so important to passive solar greenhouses. That led us to kind of this final location, which is where our beach volleyball court is. Now, this court is not utilized at all. At this point, it is mainly gravel and probably less safe to play on. And we thought that this would be a perfect location for our passive solar greenhouse. When you look at this space, we also have the benefit of these poplar trees on the north side that will help to provide a little bit of shelter as well in the winter. We have access to that morning sun from the east, which is important for the initial heating of that passive greenhouse. And also there's a very convenient path that leads to a parking lot for community members to actually access the space. Current plans that we have for this space include a subterranean climate battery, solar air heater, and also some solar photovoltaic. We're really excited for how this project is going to bring community members together to really learn more about different sustainable technology within the context of this space. We're going to provide more updates on this in the future, so make sure you click subscribe so you can follow along as we build our passive solar greenhouse in the spring.